A 72-year-old woman sat in my chair last Tuesday and handed me her foundation bottle with the most hopeful look on her face, like she'd finally found the one. 30 years doing this, and I almost handed it right back to her. Underneath, she had beautiful skin. And within 20 minutes, that formula would have settled into every marionette line around her mouth, oxidized orange across her cheeks, and added 10 years to a face that didn't need them. She'd been wearing it every morning for 6 months. Every coffee with friends, every photo with her grandkids. That's what they'd been seeing. Not her. $400 she'd spent this year. $400 to look worse than her bare skin looked at 60. I'm 51 wearing the same skin you are. And I'm done watching the beauty industry sell us formulas designed for 20-year-olds. In this video, I'm ranking 7 foundations from the worst disasters sitting on drugstore shelves right now to the one bottle I trust on every mature client who walks through my door. And number 2 might surprise you. It's one of the most recommended foundations for mature skin on the internet, and it's destroying faces. Let's start with the worst offender. Number 1, Maybelline Fit Me. My rating? -100 out of 10. I'm not exaggerating. This drugstore foundation in the yellow bottle checks every single box of what a makeup artist never wants to see on mature skin. It goes on patchy, dries streaky, turns oily on the T-zone within an hour. And on mature skin, it oxidizes into this strange orange tint that makes you look like you've been standing too close to a fire. I had a client come in with this on her face. 64 years old, lovely woman, beautiful bone structure. By the time she sat down, the foundation had already crawled into the fine lines under her eyes and settled into her smile lines like grout in old tile. Her foundation lips were so bad I could see where her lipstick had bled into the formula and stained the cracks around her mouth. She told me she'd been avoiding mirrors. Her own mirrors. In her own house. That's what this stuff does to a woman. The price point makes you think it's a safe bet to try. It's not. It's a mess on mature skin, and the only place it belongs is your trash. Number 2, Estée Lauder Double Wear. My rating? -5 out of 10. This one breaks my heart because the brand has heritage. Women in their 50s and 60s trust Estée Lauder. They grew up with it. Their mothers wore it. So when this foundation gets recommended for mature skin all over the internet, it sounds like it should work. Stay away from it. The shade range is genuinely weird. The undertones go ashy or muddy on most of my clients. It's marketed as long wear but on dry postmenopausal skin. It clings to every dry patch like it's holding on for dear life. By midday, it pulls, drags, and starts pooling in the hollows under your eyes. By dinner, you're not wearing foundation anymore. You're wearing a mask. A client of mine in her late 50s came in for her daughter's wedding. She'd been told this was the foundation for staying power. It separated around her nose by the ceremony. She told me afterwards she couldn't look at the wedding photos for 2 months. Wouldn't open the album. That foundation cost her the memory of the most important day of her year. I don't care how many influencers swear by it. Walk past it. Number 3. Too Faced Born This Way. My rating? 0 out of 10. Just no. It looks fine for the first 30 minutes. That's the trap. You apply it, you check the mirror, you think you finally found it. 3 hours later, it's separating around the nose, creasing into your 11s, sitting on top of every patch of texture instead of melting in. It accentuates every place your skin has lost volume, every hollow, every place that used to be plump. Born This Way is built for younger skin that has its own moisture. Mature skin doesn't have that anymore. After menopause, we lose water, fat, elasticity. This foundation needs something to work with, and we just can't give it that. I had a woman come in last month, 68 years old, and she'd been using Born This Way for 3 years because a sales associate at Sephora told her it was perfect for her skin type. Perfect for her. She had it caked into every line on her forehead. She cried in my chair when I showed her what it actually looked like up close. We threw the bottle out together. It was the right call, but here's what makes me angry. The next foundation on this list isn't even the worst. The worst one in my kit is something you'd never expect, and I haven't even gotten to it yet. Quick pause. If you've had any of these 3 foundations sitting in your bathroom, drop the word betrayed in the comments. I want to see how many of you have been sold the same nonsense. And subscribe before you scroll away, because tomorrow I've prepared something extra special for you. Now let's get to one I actually like. Number 4, NARS Sheer Glow. My rating, 9 out of 10. Finally, a foundation I can put on a mature client without wincing. The finish is genuinely beautiful. Lit from within, the way real skin glows after a good night's sleep and a glass of water. Medium coverage that looks like skin, not paint. It doesn't go cakey. It doesn't crease. It doesn't pull or drag when you smile. I have clients in their 60s who swear by this one, and I understand why. It works with the skin instead of fighting it. One of them told me her husband noticed, not the foundation, her. He looked at her one morning and said, "You look like yourself today." That's what good foundation does. It makes you visible again. The only reason it's not a 10? The shade range still has gaps for deeper undertones, and the price point puts it out of reach for some women. I'd still pick something else for my clients first. But this one earns its place. Number 5, Lancôme Teint Idole Ultra Wear. My rating, 3 out of 10. I really wanted to love this one. Lancôme is a brand I usually trust. Their skincare has saved many of my clients. So when they pushed this foundation as long wear and luminous for mature skin, I gave it a real shot. It dries orange. Not on everyone, but on me, on most of my clients with neutral to warm undertones, this foundation oxidizes within an hour. You apply it, you look matched. You drink your morning coffee, you look orange. You sit down for lunch with a friend, and your neck and face are 2 different shades. That's the moment you see in restaurant bathroom lighting and want to disappear. The luminous finish they advertise doesn't exist after hour 2. It goes flat and sallow. On mature skin where every shade mismatch shows up more harshly, it's just not worth the disappointment. And we're not even at the worst one yet. The next foundation comes from a brand I genuinely love, and that's what makes it so hard to talk about. Number 6, Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. My rating, 2 out of 10. Such a disappointment. I love Rare Beauty as a brand. Their blushes are stunning. Their bronzers are some of the best on the market. I recommend them constantly. So when they released this foundation, I genuinely wanted to add it to my kit. Look how full my bottle still is. I barely use it. That tells you everything. The formula pills on dry areas, the kind of pilling where you can roll it off your cheekbone with your finger. It accentuates texture instead of smoothing it. It looks beautiful for the first hour and then slowly betrays you. By the time you're picking up your grandkids from school, it's sitting in the crepe around your eyes and making the hollows look deeper than they are. For the price point Rare Beauty charges, this is honestly inexcusable. I've sent more than one client home with this in their bag, telling them to return it. The blushes? Keep them. This foundation? Take it back. Which brings me to the one bottle I actually reach for first when a mature client sits in my chair. The one I'm about to show you is what I put on the 72-year-old woman I told you about at the start of this video. And what happened when she looked in the mirror afterward is the reason I made this video at all. Number 7, Luxe Color Changing Foundation. My rating, 100 out of 10. Yes, you read that right. This is the foundation that changed how I work. When a woman in her 50s or 60s walks into my salon now, this is what I open first. Luxe uses color adaptive technology that matches your skin tone automatically. No shopping for the wrong shade. No oxidizing orange 3 hours in. No neck and face mismatch. The foundation adapts to your skin and stays adapted. The formula itself is calming. It soothes mature skin instead of stripping it. After menopause, that matters. Our skin is thinner, more reactive, and it needs a foundation that respects that. My clients didn't believe me at first. Now they keep reordering it. It's cheaper on Amazon than anywhere else, so I'll put the link in the description below. This is the Your Skin But Better bottle every woman over 50 has been searching for.